Hello, and I am back from YouTube. Miss me when I'm gone? Trust me, I know I'm doing. Anyways, we're gonna do a little bit of everyday agenda video podcast, and it's back. I'll be surprised about that. You know what I'm talking about. So, I think we are ready to roll, and we're gonna do this for like at least 55 minutes or 60 minutes or whatever happens. So you just have to trust me about this as far as we're concerned. So hope you're ready. I can too. So great show for you today as well. We got a little bit of, you guessed it, well, been up to last Sunday's annual church picnic at Kountze Memorial. And so it'll be fun. So trust me about it. It's gonna be wonderful. Plus, brand new segment of getting to know you. Yeah, I know Barb years as I sang with at Kountze Memorial with Kountze Memorial Lutheran Church Choir, and it's gonna be perfect. So I'll get to that as far as we're concerned. My opening my opening closing thoughts. Yeah, first the opening thoughts for 15 minutes or so. So yeah, just to trust me about it as far as we're concerned. Anyways, what I'm talking about is oh yes, what's up, and here's my observation. So I talked to Barb about that last Sunday about that these two things that I really occurred to my human beings about Thanksgiving and Christmas. So I'll explain to that as well for my opening thoughts. And my closing thought is Tony is trying to eat all the bacon at work. This is ridiculous. I cannot believe my eyes and ears. He eats all the bacon. Well, yeah, I know. And so is Tina. Yeah, I know. See, you might think it's so about yeah, her halo and wings. It's like the pack. And that's why I talked to Dale last week at work. So who knows? So I'll explain this for my closing thoughts and all that stuff and lots more. So yeah, Justin, trust me about that as far as we're concerned. Anyways, so before I get started with my everyday agenda podcast, this is a video podcast from YouTube. So like I said, we're gonna do this fourth and last Saturdays of the month. So it's gonna be perfect. So I know today's Saturday is gonna be September 28th, and believe it or not, it has been. So trust me about that as far as we're concerned. So I'll give you huge information real quick, son. So it's gonna be perfect. Trust me, I know what I'm doing. So I'll give you some information after this everyday agenda podcast. It's over with. It's done. And I know it's from Spreaker Studios and Angel Sound Productions. So that means we're inside Do Space and podcast studio at 90th and 4th Street. So it can happen again and again. So whatever. Okay, so hope you're ready. I can't see. Let me put my headphones. If I'm ready, if you're ready, I can too. So anyways, let's do this, shall we? And let's get this show on the road, shall we? If I put my headphones. Hope you're ready. I can too. Let's get started, shall we? Okay. Okay. Here we go. Everyday Agenda podcast is a presentation of Spreaker Studios and, of course, Angel Sound Productions and video podcast from, you guessed it, YouTube. Here it is. Oh my gosh. Welcome to my Everyday Agenda podcast. And so this video podcast, as far as we concern from YouTube, we do this fourth and last Saturdays of the month, and it's gonna be perfect. It's me, LHMusic, and we have a great show for you today as well for episode 3, you know what I'm saying, for Everyday Agenda. And video podcast is episode 1 from YouTube. Hope you understand that as far as we concern. Anyways, oh yes, last Sunday after I get up from church at Resurrection and 30th of Belvedere, went to Kountze Memorial Lutheran Church for this annual church picnic, and wow, would you believe that? It's gonna be awesome. But what about the some of the people inside this one getting food ready and all that? Well, I guess you all ought to know by now. Trust me. Well, I'll find out what it is. And speaking of all annual church picnic at Kountze Memorial. So this is what happens. Two things on my opening thoughts. One is yes, Barb Carlsen, part of you guess the getting to know you segment, and and I read it. This is what I talked to Barb about. This you guessed it, that choir events for November and December, because October, I'm not into this. You know what I'm talking about. But I'll tell you all about that. This Thanksgiving gathering at Kountze Memorial, and so is Candlelight Carol Christmas. So it's gonna be perfect. And so is getting to know Barb Carlsen. So trust me about this, as far as we're concerned. And in my final and brand new segment is called Rachel's Thoughts, and talk about women are getting inside this fiscal thing. Well, you know darn well it is. What about men? Well, I guess you ought to know by now. Trust me, as far as we're concerned. So I'll find out brand new segments called Rachel's Thoughts from Rachel Slacky. You know her from Celebration Life Choir, and I'll find out what it is. Trust me. And my closing thought is like these two creature habits that you don't want to know. Tina and Tony. They're up to these two are up to no good at wow, it's coming in at work, getting my lunch, and and, and going downstairs. I hope Dave and Mike are there last week, and you know what I talk about. Just trust me about that as far as we're concerned. Whatever. So I'll I'll slam the door on Tina and Tony. You should never know what's coming up next, as far as we're concerned. As far as we're concerned, trust me. And lots more. And I give you some information that you ought to know by now from my Everyday Agenda podcast. So be ready. So who cares about that as well? So is all this and more right here for my Everyday Agenda podcast from Spreaker Studios, and so is you know who. That's right, Angel Song Productions. Okay, here's my opening thought for you. And you know what I'm talking about. This, yeah, I'm inside Spreaker Studio, inside Do Space at 90th and 4th Street, because the last late Saturday, early Sunday, I try to do my Everyday Agenda on my computer, and I was wondering why in God's name in vain, because I try to download up recording this Everyday Agenda, and I try to plug it in with my blue disc, little disc, USB disc, and I try to download it, and guess what? It went blank. It went blank. Why? Because I tried to record this. So this is why I try to download, Audacity on my computer. And I try to record this and while my dad's sleeping. And you know, I don't know by now. And it went perfect last late Saturday and early Sunday. And come to think of it, well, it's gonna be good. Trust me. I know what I'm doing. But who knows? Can be civilized about that as well. Well, I hate to break this to you, but whatever it is. So that's why I'm inside Deep Space. You guessed it. Mm-hmm. Podcast studio next to the right close to yes Abrams Library at 90th and 4th Street, and it's gonna be perfect. Trust me, I know what I'm doing. So that's all I can say. But in the meantime, here's my observation about this thing that I just saw this email from Barb Carlsen. Don't worry, look inside Barb Carlsen. Yeah, everyone knows. Talk about the special service. And this is what on October 9th, I got Wednesday night rehearsal time at you guessed it, Resurrection at 30th and Belvedere. Talk about celebrating St. Francis at 7 p.m. Over at Trinity Episcopal Church. And well, who knows? But because I hate to break this to you, Barb, because I got yes, Sunday, November 24th, and so it's Saturday, December 14th, because they're having interfaith Omaha Thanksgiving service at Kountze Memorial, and it's gonna be fun. I know it's gonna be fun. So you might think it's still somewhere about 5 p.m. to rehearse this music because everybody's hoping it as well. Trust me. And let's see. Oh yes, December 14th. I'm surprised. I kind of like Carol's service. Since I sang this with Barb and the rest of the Kountze Memorial Lutheran Church Choir and of this candlelight carol service, and I'm honored to and I've been there, last December's, so it's gonna be perfect. So it's gonna be wonderful. So because I got promised I'll be on December 4th and December 11th after this Advent service. Well, who knows? Who knows about this? And and what about 3:30 to walk through this on a Saturday, December 14th? Oh wow. That that could be perfect. That could be wonderful. As far as we're concerned, trust me, I know what I'm doing. Oh gosh, this is gonna be cool. Trust me about that as well. Okay, now let's see what's next. List of things. Oh yes. Oh yes. Oh yes. Noah just sent an email. I just read this last week about yes that you know who, mm-hmm, rehearsing with St. Andrew's Choir, and that's why Michael Bauer will be here this Sunday after my church service is over with at Resurrection, and this is gonna be good, and I have no clue whatsoever. So it's gonna be perfect. So because it's gonna be wonderful. Because Sunday could practice after church, and I read Michelle's email. We practice our brains. Michelle, be careful what you wish for. Because I'll see you this Sunday. If you know what I'm saying, well, I guess you know darn well it is. So trust me. Okay, and let's see the list of things. Oh yes. Let's see. Um, 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 um. Oh yes. Oh yes. Oh yes. Oh yes. Oh yes. Anyways, Bishop is coming. These two things. Bishop is coming. Yes, as I because you haven't heard last weekend's segment's called "Getting to Know You," and I read Bishop Barker's, you know, these two articles. One is New Horizons, that profile that Adam Leo Biga wrote this piece, and then Bishop Barker says huge remarks last week's Benedictine Way's sixth anniversary foundation day in outside Incarnate Monastery next to my church at 30th and Belvedere. So it's gonna be perfect. So trust me. So the bishop is coming. Long, yes. Bishop Parker and Canon Easton will be inside. Yes, that's right. Resurrection starting not this Sunday, but next Sunday. Cross your fingers. It will be wonderful. You know what I'm talking about. It's gonna have a huge Bible study with Reverend Tony, and so is Holy Eucharistic thing at 10:30. And I hate to break this to Jeannie. Do we have a offertory anthem on October 6th? 6th? Since you always know that, well, who knows? Trust me. We'll find out what it is. Plus, and also we have a potluck. It's gonna be cool. Just before we go to St. Andrews for that will you come and follow me thing with Tom Trini. So that means I had to break this down because I'm gonna do something about that as well for this getting to know you segment with Michael Bauer. That is next week, and then the following week is gonna be Tom Trini. It's gonna be awesome. So who knows? Can be civilized about this. Whatever. Anyways, let's see. Quickly worship with Miller inside Miller Park, and I'm definitely gonna do something about this. About that, I have no clue whatsoever. So trust me about that as well. So I'll find out what it is. October 13th, just before I gotta go to Countryside Community Church with OSC. So it's Marjorie Simmons Bester and Stacy Hayline for this concert. And it's gonna be wonderful. Don't I'll ask Todd for this one. So this could be perfect. So trust me. Okay. Do we have any more? Good. I hope you do. Let's so what comes next on the list of things? Well, I guess everybody else can be civilized. I'm inside. Do space. Yes, sir. But anyways, that's in my opening thoughts. So I just want to get your attention to it. And why my dad's trying to call me like that? Uh oh wow. Because as far as we're concerned, so trust me about this. As far as and this is what happens to posting. Yeah, and just remember that as well. I get it. I know. Now I know. Anyways, uh, let's keep on going. Anyways, and you're listening to my Everyday Agenda podcast from Spreaker Studios and Angel Song Productions, and so is that video podcast from YouTube. So let's get inside the next one, shall we? Let's do it. Okay, so you might think it's so smart about annual church picnic at Christmas Memorial. Well, it could be the glory of this picnic thing. Okay, so here it is. Last Sunday, I went to church at Resurrection 30th in Belvedere, and I'm it's gonna be awesome. So last Thursday, and Gene Johnson. I saw Gene Johnson from Kountze Memorial, and remember back in the day at Trinity Lutheran Church at 30th Street back in the day, and she's an organist and pianist. So you don't take it so personal. So who knows? So that means Jane Johnson is yes, filling in for, you guessed it, Jeannie and that's why she's at Nebraska City last week. And meant to tell you this. Jeannie went along with Michelle. Who knows? Could be civilized. So that means we have small thing, small choir, whatever it is. So trust me. So that means we sang this offertory anthem, and Doty's joining me, and so is Nola and the rest of my restoration singers for this one. Because after this church service is over with, it's done. It's time for me to go to Kountze Memorial for this annual church picnic, and I'm proud to say that that really this is gonna be wonderful, wonderful, and that is why, because it's gonna be huge. So that is that is this is gonna be wonderful. So engaging it and all that stuff at Kountze Memorial. So we have this church all annual church picnic, and wow, it's gonna be awesome. Trust me. And this is gonna be cool. And and I know it's gonna be awesome. So this is what happens. You uh, see the people, and I know these people. I know Nick. I know my rest of Mark and rest of my yes, Kountze Memorial Lutheran Church Choir as well. So this is only the beginning about this annual church picnic. This is my third time around, and I mean to tell you this, it's gonna be perfect. So it's gonna be, trust me, I know what I'm doing, and I'm saying these things for this one. Everybody's sitting around. I saw this guy at VA VA inside ACC has a checkout checkup, and I'm really say this Anita and her husband knows about this, and it's gonna be wonderful. So I saw this food is spread out, and I cannot believe my eyes and ears. And I got a couple pieces, breast and a thigh, fried chicken, and the rest of the goodies. Oh boy, it it is so perfect to do this, and I have no clue whatsoever. And everybody sees that as well. So who knows? And then I saw Barb coming upstairs, and I talked to her, and I realized that I'm supposed to be here in November and December about this, because everything else can be civilized about, special events and all that stuff. So trust me about that as well. So, gosh, it'll be good. And this is gonna blow you away. Everybody wants to play bingo. Not me, because I gotta get out of here, because I got all that stuff. So trust me. That I saw all kinds of stuff like wireless keyboard and all that. So who knows? So that means I taste the watermelon. Watermelon's good. Oh my God. You will not believe this. And oh boy, it's gonna be perfect. Trust me, I know what I'm doing. So it's gonna be perfect. And now you know the rest of the story is because this is gonna be cool. Trust me, I know what I'm doing as well. And and we talk about it, a huge conversation and all that, and and all that stuff. It's gonna be awesome. So and so is the kids. They're playing their microphones at, oh my god, singing. Well, it's not gonna work. Trust me. So so afterwards, a little bit of conversation and eating and all that stuff, having a wonderful time. Oh boy, because then is yeah, time for bingo and no time at all. Me, I gotta get out of here because I gotta go because I got things to do and all that stuff. So trust me about this one, and it's gonna be wonderful. And I no objection whatsoever. Cooks Memorial, and it's gonna be perfect. And by the way, they're having yes, 65th anniversary at Cooks Memorial. Oh, it's gonna be a milestone, and I know it's gonna be perfect and all that. So trust me, because next year I have returned with this annual church picnic or anything else keep civilized at Cooks Memorial at 26th and Farm Street in Omaha. Oh boy, don't worry, bingo, yeah, I know it. Could be a glory of picnics, but who knows? You're listening to my Everyday Agenda podcast from Angel Song Productions and so is Spreaker Studios and video podcast as well from YouTube. And now you know what time it is. It's time to what? Yeah, that's right. It's time to getting to know you segment. And that means Barb Carlsen is the one who try to email and all that. Email me all the time and you know I'll talk and about you know and she's also a yes she's she's a music teacher at Belvedere Elementary School and for years and years and years and that's why she's a director of music at Kountze Memorial on 26th of Front Street. And this, I mean, Barb and I go a long ways because I think she's singing second soprano and all that stuff. So who knows can be civilized. So that is why I know Barb for years. And I meant to tell you this. It's gonna be it's gonna be outrageous. And and now you know it happens about what we believe in. And we believe in, and I have no clue whatsoever. And that's why she's a director of music and fine arts and all that. So and I know Mark Jones as far as we're concerned. Trust me about that as far as we're concerned. So I'll just give you a little little taste of getting to know Barb, and you guessed it, and all that. Trust me, trust me. But because I happen to notice the getting to know Lucy Weinert because she holds a BA in English and a master of divinity from the Lutheran School of Theology in Chicago. And that's why she trained yes, she's a trained mission developer in the ELCA, who's her first call as a back in congregation in Rockford, Rockton, Illinois. And this is what she is a interim pastor. And this is why she prior to ordination. Now, Pastor Weinert has gained intense experience in ministry, you know who, in a national ministry organization, and it's amazing. One lady gets around about in Chicago, and that's why. And this is why she grew up in a military family. Moves between yes, between you guessed it. That's right. Mm-hmm. Yes, Nebraska and England for years. This is why she became Lutheran as an adult, and she loves sacramental liturgical quality of worship inside the big tent identity of this one. Well, I guess you all know about that as well. And she does, in her excellence in preaching and teaching, pastoral pastoral compassion and leadership in mission and community partnerships, as far as we're concerned. And that's why Pastor Winter and her husband Dan was an ordained ELC ELCA pastor, and Pastor Winter has kids. Yeah, two adopted teenagers. Could be this is, and you can describe it as a passionate collaborative leader in so many ways for this conversation over Mexican, Indian, and all that, and family game nights, and oh boy, it's gonna be huge, and I'm very proud of it. And if you want to, but who knows, can be civilized about getting to know all of it. So that is why it happens all the time. So that's why getting to know all about these three people, and I've no clue whatsoever about this one. So trust me about that as well. So anything else can be civilized about getting to know all of it? Well, I guess that you must learn about it as well. So that is all I can say is getting to know, yes, Barb, and so is Mark. He's an organizer because I know Mark at Zelzo Coffee House, and I'm meant to tell you this. And this guy's good. You know what I'm talking about, and all that stuff. And very proud of Pastor Lucy Maynard. And I meant to tell you this. Trust me, you know what I'm saying. Here, Saturdays, yes, just sometimes Saturdays, and so is and special events for my choir and all that of for Kountze Memorial Lutheran Church Choir and all that stuff this year. So this could be huge to getting it to know about this one. And I said so much first. That's all I can say. That's all for getting to know, and you know it's about. Trust me. Anyways, that's all. You're listening to my Everyday Agenda podcast from Angel Sound Productions and, of course, Spreaker Studios. And so is YouTube is a video podcast as far as we're concerned. Time for a brand new segment. It's called Rachel's. You guessed it. Yes, Rachel. Rachel's thoughts. And you want to talk about women? About that? Well, guess what? Here it is. Here's your story about that. Uh, oh, and then what? And then what? And it's gonna be awesome, and it's gonna be perfect. Trust me. What comes next on this? Oh yeah, there's more. Wow. That is all I can say is it's gonna be wonderful. Trust me. I know what I'm doing. Anyways, thank you, Rachel. I really appreciate Thought That Counts. So we're gonna do Rachel's thoughts on Facebook, and you're gonna hear it on my Everyday Agenda podcast. So thank you, Rachel. Hope you feel better as far as we're concerned, and don't uh, sing so much or whatever it is. Trust me, I know what I'm doing. And and I know Halloween starts in next month, so who knows? Can be civilized about this one. Trust me, I know what I'm doing. Anyways, you're listening to my Everyday Agenda podcast from Angel Song Productions, and so is Pod. No. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Oh yes, Spreaker Studios, and so is video podcast from YouTube as well. Okay, I think we should wrap this up for this. You know who? My final thoughts about this one. So it's gonna be perfect. So here goes. Having do my Thursday Night Blaze Nation website as well. So I'll be changing up, updating it to Saturday Night Blaze Nation. It's gonna be perfect. So I mean to tell you this, it's gonna be perfect. Trust me. So who knows? And that is not this Friday, next Friday. We're gonna do you guessed it, Friday Night Blaze Nation from Podbean, and I'm meant to tell you this. It's gonna be perfect. Trust me. To grow hair on you. So we'll talk about all the news from politics to entertainment to pop culture and whatever it is. It's gonna be a wonderful show. Just before I let Josh know about this, because I'm at so we're gonna do this at Do Space Podcast Studio, at 90th and 4th Street for Friday Night Blaze Nation. It's gonna be a little bit about it's about 3 or whatever it is, 2 hours. That could be awesome. And why? Because it always makes sense about this one. Just better make it an hour because it's gonna be wonderful. So who knows about that as well? Starts next Friday, and it's gonna be wonderful. And so is next Saturday. Uh, it's gonna be a premiere of Saturday Night Blaze Nation website, and it's gonna be perfect. So that's why I'm gonna be updating all kinds of stuff and new segments called NFL and so it's Bill O'Reilly's talking points memo and all that stuff. So trust me, I know. LHMusic, how could you always say? Because look, I am a web god because I can do all things. So if I could say so myself, all right. So don't even try it. You know what I'm saying. Trust me, I know what I'm doing. So who knows? Okay. Anyways, here's my two things that you ought to know by now. One is Tina, and the other one is Tony. First, Tina, when I come upstairs and I told her, "Are you being good? So good?" She says, "Yes, I'm being so good." And I don't know. And I know Gabe is here last week as well. And so is Sig has returned last week as far as week is right. But anyways, you might think it's so smart that I'm trying to slam the door on Tina because she doesn't. You might think it's so smart about having a halo inside her head, pretending it. My God. So this is why I talked to Dale. Dale, just before I got started working last week. And I told Dale that she's lying to herself about her halo, at work. VA hospital. And I might think I think you know this because you might think it's so smart. It's a backpack, not wings, backpack. And and the other thing, I'll tell you one thing is she's being so naughty. Is it? Isn't she? Yes, it is. So that is why it happens all the time. This is gonna be, yeah, I know what you I know what I'm trying to say is that. Do you have any ideas? I have no clue whatsoever. So this is gonna be yeah, ridiculous for now. And I have no objection whatsoever. So could be so smart about this one. So what you think about, oh yeah, that's right. About having her halo. Just angels are real. Halo, yes. And wings. Wings. Angels are real. The other one is, yeah, Tina, fake. Yeah, I called her troublemaker. Tina tried to do something very. Oh boy, because I told Tina she better pray to God. She better go to church for now. Because, but here's the other thing that I need. That means Tina is gone. Yeah, gone forever. Yes. I don't care if she has a doctor's appointment or whatever it is. Happiness. So this is what happens. You, Tina, pray to God. Go to church. And you better pray for your forgiveness because you're being so naughty. Did you? Yeah. So Dale and myself corrected. Stand corrected. Checkmate. You lose, Tina. Hope so. And finally, yeah, Tony. Because I told Connor, yeah, upstairs, third floor, to save me some bacon. So I can have grilled cheese with a couple grilled cheeses with yes, bacon and sauce tomato. It makes perfect sense. This is for my health, as far as we're concerned. And same as yes, so that's why I have couple of yeah, guess this. Couple of grilled cheese sandwiches with bacon and tomato, all that stuff. Oh boy, knock your socks off as well. So, and then last Wednesday, oh boy, Tony ate all the bacon. Why? Because I said so in the first place. You are so. That's why I call Tony. Tony, yeah, that's right. Bacon Monster. Yes, it's the same way as, yes, Cookie Monster from Sesame Street. Yeah, back in the day. So that's why I call, this is why he eats all the bacon. Last Wednesday. And then last Thursday, I told Connor he better save some bacon and don't let Tony eat all the bacon all at once. Because I called Tony, yes, Bacon Monster. That's all I can say. Bacon Monster. You know why? Because this doesn't even make sense. For once. And now you know the rest of the story. Because you ate all the bacon is all your fault. Completely. End of story. Oh, God. And you know what that means. The moral story is, yeah, you guessed it. This is going to be the worst thing it could happen since sliced bread. And if Tony eats all the bacon one last time, I call him Bacon Monster. I am the Bacon Monster. LHMusic. Why did you call Tony a Bacon Monster? Because I said so in the first place. So there. That's all for now. Trust me. I know, Tony, for years. Because don't ever happen again. Trust me. Okay, one last thing I want to say about, you guessed it, Brothers Keeper. I saw this according to Archdiocese of Omaha, because the first issue, because Brothers Keeper will unpack Nebraska's pro-life and pro-abortion proposes amendments on the November 5th ballot. Because here are the 8 things that you need to know about pro-abortion, pro-life, or pro-abortion amendments. One is Nebraska voters need to decide whether if you would legalize abortion. That's one. And number two, initiative measures 439 concerns. Three, vague language concealed the dangers of pro-abortion ballots. Initiative. Yeah, that's right. I know. Four, that wasn't number three. Yes, four. EBS saving Leah and her baby. Oh, wow. Okay, here's the people that you ought to know. You know what that means. Election day in November. 5, pro-life measures on the November ballots. Well, you just have to know. And what about number 6? Supporting pregnant moms in need. Well, supporting, yeah, you guessed the number 6. Number 7, sanctity of life and freedom. And finally, this is going to be Vigil for Life on a Saturday. Try to proceeding abortion, how to vote. This could be the Archbishop's voting. It needs to be decided about that as well. And all that stuff. So I'm going to keep on reading this Brother's Keeper and all that stuff. So trust me. I know I'm doing. Okay, that's it. Can we just, just get along about this pro-abortion thing, and it's about some, who knows. Anyways, all right, let's take a song, shall we? Okay, so what we learn from, you guessed it. That's right. It's gonna be, two services at Kountze Memorial and all that stuff. I'm talking about Kountze Memorial Lutheran Church. It's having a 165 anniversary for 165 years, and it'll be cool. Annual church picnic, and I cannot believe my eyes and ears. It's a blast. That could be a glory of picnics, as far as we're concerned. So and you might think it's so smart about getting these three people. One is Pastor Lucy, and the other one is Barb. So she's trying to email me and all that stuff. So who knows? Can be civilized about this one. So that could be perfect for now. Could be occasion, No, I'm saying. Anyways, let's see. Oh yes, Pastor. Oh yes, Mark. This guy's a musician and all that stuff. Plays organ and all the kinds of stuff. So at Christmas Memorial. So there's something to sink your teeth into. So trust me about that as well. Anyways, Rachel talks about Halloween and all that stuff, awareness walking and all that stuff. It's gonna be a huge thought. I hope her voice is feeling better. So I pray to God for Rachel and I hope she's getting her voice back at no time. So trust me. Okay, so that is one last thing. My opening and closing thoughts on you guessed it. Oh yes, doing Sunday. The bishop is coming, and so is worship at Miller Park, and have a huge rehearsal this Sunday with Michael Bauer from St. Andrew's Church, and so is it's gonna be awesome. Trust me about this, as far as we're concerned, but who knows? And so is you know who? That's right, Tina and Tony. Hope you two learn your little darn lesson about having everybody's halos and have the wings that everybody can be civilized about that as well. Trust me. And I give you a warning, Tony, that you eat all the bacon, and that's all your fault as well. Don't we? I hope so. Lord, this is gonna be cool. Anyways, that's all for now. So what comes next? The list of things. Yeah, this Sunday after church, having a huge rehearsal with Michael Bauer and St. Andrew's Church choir, and it's about time that Jeannie and Michelle and Santa are back to normal size. So welcome back. And of course, you know who. That's right. Rehearsal with OSC and and all that stuff and what? Oh yeah, that artist cooperative gallery re- reception and all that stuff. So it's gonna be wonderful. And don't forget a recap of you guessed it this month in September. You know what I'm talking about. Anyways, make sure you go to the website LH Time 6 wixsite.com/everyday agenda. And you can download the podcast from Spreaker Studios all the way up to you know what I'm talking about, iHeartRadio and all the way up to YouTube music and all kinds of stuff. And you know what I'm talking about. And you check the video podcast from youtube.com/LHMusic and the website and all that and all kinds of stuff and lots more. And don't forget social media websites for us we can start on Facebook, Twitter, X, and I'm gonna do this for Instagram and all kinds of stuff. So you just about that. Anyways, we're almost out of time. We gotta say goodnight, and it's been fun. It's gonna be wonderful. We'll do this again next weekend for another edition of Everyday Agenda podcast from Spreaker Studios and it was Angels on Productions. You know what I'm saying? From Due Space, you know what I'm talking about. At least we was about to sign up to the gospel. I salute all of you in America. Bye bye. See ya. Everyday Agenda Podcast is a presentation of You Know Who, Spreaker Studios, and Angels on Productions and video podcasts from YouTube. Oh boy, that's it. Wow. It's going to be an awesome thing to remember about this one, so you just trust me about it as well. Because as I said, go to the website, LHMusicTime6.wixsite.com/everyday agenda. And you can download the podcast, whatever it is, wherever you want, from YouTube. No, YouTube. Oh yeah, that's right. YouTube Music all the way up to iHeartRadio. So that could be awesome. And go to social media website as well, Facebook, Twitter, X, and I'm gonna do something with Instagram, and it's gonna be perfect and all kinds of stuff. And like I said, it's gonna be fourth and last Saturdays of the month. So trust me, we're gonna do this again next month, as well as far as we're concerned. Anyways, I gotta go, and I gotta sign off from LH Music, and we salute all of you, America, out there, YouTubers out there, and please do not block me for once, okay? Ugh. Don't even listen. Don't wait. Anyways, I'm signing off. Bye bye. See ya.